try some.
I am going to try some, you bet. Well, in celebration of Black History Month, we are chatting with Vegan Soul, a Black-owned business that's putting a plant-based spin on classic soul food. So today they're going to be sharing how they're honoring Black culture through unique dishes. And we're welcoming May Gaines, who's already whipping up some tasty cuisine here in the kitchen. Looking really forward to this. But really quick, May, while you're dredging mushrooms, we'll get to that here in a moment. Tell us about Vegan Soul and how long you've been doing this.
I have been doing Vegan Soul since I came here to Idaho. It's been 8 years now.
8 years.
8 years now, yes.
And what inspired you?
Well, I had some health issues when I first got here to Idaho, and so I had to go on a vegan diet. And I noticed that while I was on that diet, there was no vegan restaurants here. There was only one.
Yes, that'd be true.
And there was absolutely no soul food restaurants either.
No.
So I thought that would be a perfect time to start not only just a soul food restaurant, but also vegan as well.
Yes, so you saw a calling.
Yes, I did.
I think I can marry two very amazing things together.
Yes.
And create a really unique opportunity. All right. And you've combined this beautiful tradition of Black soul food with this vegan twist. One way you're doing that is today you're making chicken and waffles.
Yes, I am.
Let's talk about your variation here, though, because instead of chicken, what are you using?
We are using oyster mushrooms, which is very highly used in vegan culinary foods. The oyster mushrooms have a very meaty texture. They work well with different flavors you want to put on them. So you can basically do all kinds of things with these mushrooms. You can grind them down, make it like a ground meat. You can also fry them as I'm doing them now.
So very versatile.
Very versatile, yes.
All right. So how do you turn them into chicken?
Well, what I do, what I've done with all the recipes that I have for Vegan Soul is I've taken all these Southern recipes traditionally and I've transformed them into vegan recipes. So we're just taking a few ingredients out and switching them. And with this one is the oyster mushrooms. Instead of chicken, we're using oyster mushrooms. We could actually take the same batter, the same flour, and actually use chicken, and it would be just as amazing. But in this case, we're just using mushrooms.
Okay.
And one of the secrets to using mushrooms, people say they try to do this at home and it doesn't work and it falls off. The key is to dredge them more than once. You have to dredge them a couple of times. So I do this 2 or 3 times. I go in the wet batter and the dry, wet, and then we toss them into the grease and they fry up beautifully brown. And
so you want to give them a little extra coating.
Yes, you want to do that a couple of times and it'll stay on there. A lot of times people complain and say that it falls off. It will if you just dip it once or twice. One time one in the wet, one in the dry, it will come off.
May I have to say, even when I'm doing other proteins, I have that issue.
Yes.
But you just helped me, so thank you.
The key is to do it a couple of times. It actually makes it a lot more crispy.
Yes.
It gives it a better coating as well.
Okay.
And you know, you want it to be delicious, so.
So give me a little secret tip here, though, with the deep frying. It's not something that I'm very skilled at.
Okay.
So how do you know when your oil's hot enough? And how do you know when it's done frying?
Well, they start to float. As you can see them, they're starting to float a little bit in the water. I mean, it's not water, in the oil. But it will float. They'll start to float.
Okay.
And that's how you'll know. Once they're fully floating, like they are, they're kind of traveling around in the pan. Yeah. That's the sign that they're pretty much ready. Yes.
And then you wait for kind of that golden.
You wait for the
color.
And you know, the color is really to your own liking. Some people like it more crispy, a little darker. Some people like it lighter. So it's really about how you feel about it. I like it extra crispy.
I like it extra crispy too.
So I like to leave it in there, let it float around a little bit, you know, and let it get a little extra crispy.
Okay.
But the most important thing you should always remember is when you're testing your grease. Yes. It's just a little. As you see, it starts to pop up a little bit.
Oh, so you test with the dry batter?
I do. I test with the dry batter.
That's so smart.
Just a little bit. And it kind of waves a little bit. The oil will wave at you a little bit when it gets really hot.
I've heard that. So you're waiting for kind of like this little reflective wave in the oil. And then that's how you know.
Yes.
All right.
But as you see, they're floating around.
There's a skill to deep frying. That's a whole other interview, May. Like we could talk about that forever. Really quick before because we're getting tight on time. I want to talk about your waffle too, because it's not just the chicken. You got the waffle in this recipe.
Yes, I make a vegan waffle, and it's made with flax seeds. It's made with I make my own buttermilk, which is made with This is our key to making vegan buttermilk. We use apple cider vinegar. Yes.
And that's
you
a
put
really
that
tasty
in some almond milk, and you see it starts to curdle a little bit. It curdles.
I see.
And so that's when you have your vegan buttermilk.
Smart.
So I use this in a lot of things. I use it for my vegan biscuits. I use it for my waffles, but it's great for the waffles. It gives it an amazing flavor.
What is this, May?
This flax meal is very important right now, people, because we are having an issue with eggs.
Yes, we are.
And if you're vegan, you don't have to worry about eggs, but right now the price of eggs has gone up quite a bit.
So this is your good substitute.
It is the substitute, yes. You mix that with a little bit of water.
Okay.
The 1 part of the flax meal, 1 part water.
Okay.
And you let it sit for a minute. It gets thick like an egg would.
Really?
Gives you the yolky type of texture.
Okay.
And we use that in our breads. We use that in our frying our chickens, our vegan chickens.
Oh, I love it.
I think that's something that people really should look into now, since the eggs are really costly right now.
Yes, they are. They're an arm and a leg to get an egg.
Yes, they are.
So now you can do
This is
the
your
flax.
alternative. It's really good for you as well.
That is so smart. Yes, it is. A lot of omegas, right?
Yes, omega and fiber, and yeah, it's really good for you. So
I love that. And May, I want to
pull
ask
these
you.
out really
Oh,
quick.
please do. Yes, and I can sous chef. If you need me to grab anything and hand it to you, you just tell me.
No,
You can
we
boss
just
me
gonna
around
want
this
you to
kitchen.
grab
It's your kitchen
a
today, May.
piece to taste.
Oh,
That's it.
yay! And May, how fulfilling is it for you to be able to offer this unique twist, this healthy approach to eating, right? Vegan.
Yes.
You just got done explaining so much about the benefits of just flaxseed, which is just one of the ingredients that you use, let alone the versatility here of the mushroom. Also, the money-saving opportunity, since eggs are so expensive.
Yes.
You know, pivoting to flaxseed, but then also celebrating, you know, a very, very important part of Black culture in our community.
Yes.
I mean, it's got to make you feel pretty good, right?
It does. It
Yeah.
does. It makes me feel really good to bring recipes to life that people miss once they go vegan.
Oh my gosh.
I'm from the South. You know, my family's from from Alabama. We have a lot of amazing recipes that they swear they will never get away from, because if they're vegan, they don't want to touch it.
Yeah.
So my goal is to transition you with fun and love, and soul food is about love. It's a culture. It is about getting in the kitchen and having a passion for just the feeling of food. So that's what it's really about. So it's bringing the culture together in that sense of it's really about love and passion.
Ma'am,
you know.
you've hit it out of the park.
Thank
Because this is absolutely delicious. I actually like this better than normal chicken.
A lot
I
of
have
people
to
say this.
The crust on this is incredible. I haven't had anything crunchier. Truly, this is phenomenal. Where do people find you, May?
You can find me on Instagram and on Facebook at O Vegan Soul. That's OHVEGANSOUL. O Vegan Soul, like oh my goodness.
And it is, oh my goodness.
But yes, you can find me on Instagram and on Facebook, and we're always sharing recipes, and I also have a food truck that's coming out very soon.
Well, when you do, you got to let us know, because we would love to see your food
I'm going to
truck.
be parked in front of the building here.
Oh, well, wonderful. And May, I have to tell you, one of my producers said that she's going to put her name on that chicken and waffle. I think we might have to fight for it now.
I mean, I think you should. The waffle, you got to try the waffle too. Okay, it's made from scratch, my own recipe. Okay.
It sounds amazing. I'm going to finish chewing this. I know today we'll be right back. May, great.